Jai Shri Krishna. Today is May 6, 2026, and moon is in Sagittarius in Purvashadha Nakshatra. Purvashadha, Puradam, all same names, yeah? So we'll be doing the first video today. Some point I'll try to do the second, if not later, yeah? All right. So Purvashadha Nakshatra, the Nakshatra Lord is Shukra, Venus, but the Rashi Lord is Jupiter. I already did a previous session on Visakha Nakshatra. So Venus and Jupiter, both the gurus, will meet at two places. Place number one is in Visakha in Tula Rashi. Okay. Place number two is in Dano Rashi in Purvashadha Nakshatra. Visakha is a broken nakshatra which ends in Scorpio. Purvashadha is a full nakshatra which is in the center in Dano or Sagittarius Rashi. All right. So the two gurus meet here, which is the natural ninth house, Dharma house. Okay. All right. The Purvashadha is a twin pair. So the twin pair is Purvashadha, Uttarashadha. Okay. So they always have some affinity with each other, Purvashadha and Uttarashadha. Okay. Now Uttarashadha is a broken nakshatra. It starts in Dhanush Rashi, the first pada, the three padas in Capricorn. We'll do that when Uttarashadha Nakshatra comes in detail, okay? Now, it's a twin pair, right? As I mentioned, it's in a dual Rashi, right? So, Sagittarius is a dual Rashi. So, the duality is there. So, today is a Wednesday, and you can see that I'm also wearing a green t-shirt and to show the duality, yeah? Right? And it's in the center. It's not a broken nakshatra. The full, it's in Sagittarius, okay? It is called as invincible nakshatra, invincible star, right? Or it's also called the former invincible. Okay. Now, the nakshatra is got a little bit of energy of both the Shukra and Brihaspati, right? Deva Guru, Asura Guru, Daitya Guru, however you want to call it. But end of the day, both are gurus, both are, 100% benefic planet. So if you look at it, right, there is energy of being materialistic, accumulation. There is some kind of sensuality also, great fondness for beauty, that aesthetics, looks, fashion appeal, design, music, scents, perfumes, pleasure, treasure, all those things. Okay. So the duality comes because it's a Venus Nakshatra and Jupiter Rashi, and the whole Rashi itself is dual in nature. Jupiter is not dual, Venus is not dual. The Rashi Sagittarius is dual. And the former invincible one, or the invisible star, right? Invincible star rather, right? Comes from the story of Samudra Manthan. The Jyeshta Mula Gandanta is the war zone where the Devas and the Asuras fight. Okay? And the Mula Nakshatra is where, if you look at it, the tortoise, Vasugi, everything is coming in. But Purvashadha is where the initial victory is. When the Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean happens, right? You get a lot of things. You get, for example, you get the famous tree, you get Dhanvantari, you get Kamadhenu, you get Soma. Lot of those things come out, right? Including Amrit also starts coming out. But you're not able to have the Amrit, right? That is why it's called the former invincible one, or it's also called initial victory. It's not the final victory. The final victory happens in Uttarashadha. That's where they get the Amrit. The main reason for churning of the ocean, right? Main reason for churning of the ocean is for the Amrit. Everything else comes later, but Amrit, yeah, nectar of immortality. Mohini also comes, Lakshmini also comes, all those energy comes here, right? Right? So, but the Amrit is not had here. The Amrit, you get the Amrit, Mohini comes, but there is a big fight already happening between the Devas and the Asuras. But there is that Maya energy because Mohini comes. Mohini is always associated with Mercury, Buddha Graha. So it's kind of also interesting that I'm doing it on a Wednesday, right? And of course, I'm wearing a green t-shirt as well. People can see that as well. Okay. All right. So, there is a lot of fight between Devas and Amritas, and she is using that Maya Chaya energy to calm the Asuras down. It's like, think of hypnotization, right? Trying to put like a spell, magical spell, all right? So the energy here for the Purvashadha people, think of it as they have a handheld fan. So the best thing is, I always tell people, get a small handheld fan and donate it on a Friday. Okay, donate it on a Friday to poor people, poor unknown people. Okay, it's the energy is also like associated with the number 3 because you are able to see 3 stars. Okay, so again, do remember this is initial victory. They like decorations, they like that embellishments, embroidery, all those things, cool energy, but the fan also does kind of give you a cool energy in a way as well, right? The deity, the Vedic deity is associated with the Purvashadha is called Apa or Apas, right? Which is like a mermaid or water deity. Varuna energy is also involved in a way. So what does this mean is wherever the Purvashadha Nakshatra people are living, they will have like a beach or a sea or a waterfront or a lake or something nearby. If they don't have it, they will be like itching to live near a waterfront place. Okay, or if it rains near their house, the water will stay for a long time, it won't go. That is because of the natural water energy. Okay, the Saptarishi associated with this nakshatra Purvashadha is Pulaha, right? So the mantra 3 times Om Pulahaya Namaha. Okay, the nakshatra is a very interesting nakshatra because it gives you that immense power and belief to say I can't lose, right? That think of the fighting ability, right? Think of till the game is over, the game is not over, right? I can win, right? That is the thing. There is a lot of honesty with the nakshatra, but there is also secretive nature with this nakshatra. And the story goes back to the mermaid Apa, right? Apa kind of hiding behind the clouds and Indra using the Vajra to bring it down, right? All those things comes from the Vedic story. The places of something to look out for in terms of health issues, right? Thighs and back, especially neck to waist. Autoimmune disorders, right? Inflammation issues in the body, inflammation issues, right? It can be with skin, it can be any of the inflammatory issues, okay? Professions, multiple businesses, right? Because they want to keep on expanding because of the Venus energy, being materialistic and accumulation, right? Project management, anything with water, think of sailor, hypnotism, I mentioned, marine, fashion, entertainment, technology, water, liquid, anything with water and liquids, amusement parks, all of that, right? The thing is, the challenge part about this nakshatra is they need to sit down and reflect calmly, right? This is not for ending or anything, okay? They need to reflect very calmly and they need to use the number 3 all the ways, like 3 businesses, everything 3 times, mantras 3, going around the temple. If you go around the deity, go 3 times. All those things, do 3, okay? You will find success. The challenge again is with unrealistic ambitions, hopes, and goals, all those things. So have a good guru, teacher, a mentor in your work environment. And if you want a spiritual path, have a good guru. They can help you a lot here, right? There is like 2 gurus coming in here. So a guru will always guide you to the path of where you need to go, okay? As I said, the energy is in the middle part of the room. So suppose you have an office and you have a room, put your desk in the middle. Suppose you have a working place in your house, put the desk in the middle. Everything, put the energy in the middle, in the center. That is where you will see, right? They also have a very good trait about the joy of living, helping others, which is because of the 2 guru energy. Okay, there is a hidden energy, there is a secrecy, and they also want to achieve success at all cost. And I think today's world, it's okay, right? Everybody wants to achieve success. There is materialism, so that I don't see it as wrong. But I'm just telling you, this energy has got a little bit of that extra kind of motivation or drive towards it. If you ask all Purvashadha Nakshatra people, right, they will tell you the year 2019 was very difficult, 2019. Yeah? And I will tell you, luck will change for the Purvashadha Nakshatra people, which means when your moon is in Purvashadha, your moon is in Purvashadha around 25 years, okay, 36, 45, 25, 36, 45. When you turn 25, when you turn 36, and when you turn 45, okay? Now, the deities, the Saptarishi is Pulastaya. I already gave the mantra. Lakshmi is somebody you can worship. Vishnu, Varuna, Apa. Right? And you can say all the sloka like Om Lakshmi Namaha 3 times, Om Vishnu Namaha 3 times, Om Varunaya Namaha 3 times, Om Apaya Namaha 3 times, Om Pulastaya Namaha 3 times. And when you have issues with water, right, you all have to say, call for Varuna, Om Varunaya Namaha 3 times, and Om Jaladevaya Namaha 3 times. Okay? All right. The Nakshatra temple. The Nakshatra temple associated with Purvashadha Nakshatra. Right? Again, please travel to this Nakshatra temple when the transit moon is in Purvashadha Nakshatra. And that moon has to be with strength without conjunct with Rahu, Saturn or Ketu. Yeah. The temple, the Nakshatra temple will be Sri Akshaya Purishwara temple, which is in a place called Kaduveli, Tiruvayur Taluk, Tanjavur district, Tamil Nadu. Sri Akshaya Purishwara temple, Kaduveli, Tiruvayaru Taluk, Tanjavur district, Tamil Nadu. And make sure to travel on to this temple in Purvashadha Nakshatra day. You can call and ask them what are the things you can bring, and they will definitely guide you. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. I will try to do another video if possible today, but no promises. This is video number 2 for today, right? Om Shukraya Namaha, Om Brihaspatiye Namaha, Om Lakshmiye Namaha, Om Varunaya Namaha, Om Pulastaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna.